guys, welcome back to another video. Now this video is all about setting up your WordPress hosting environment. And if you haven't done so already, how you would also go about purchasing your very first domain name or transferring an existing domain name to your new hosting environment. Now today, I'm going to be using SiteGround as my host. It's something that I've recently started using within the business and it works really, really well. Not only is it cost effective, but it's incredibly reliable and it is fast. So there's a lot of pluses to using this environment. Now there's multiple other environments that you can choose to use. I am using SiteGround in this instance. I do recommend it. It's up to you if you want to use it or use any other. But typically setting up hosting is very much the same with any host provider. You have to go through a very similar set of steps. So that's what we're going to be covering today. How to actually go about setting up your own hosting environment and how you can set up your own domain name too. So before we get into it, please do hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification too, and you're going to be notified of any future releases. Without further ado, let's go. So here we are on screen. The first thing that we need to do is choose a host provider. Now, as you can see here, I'm actually going to be using SiteGround. Now, this is a company that I've recently started using and I absolutely rate them. Not only is the process really easy to set up, the hosting environment's great and the website on the server is incredibly fast, which means I now have a website that loads fast. And when you're running WordPress and Elementor, that is usually a hard thing to come by. So absolutely rate these guys. But alternatively, there are tons of other host providers out there. You've got GoDaddy, Ionis, or One-on-One. There's plenty out there. Just do a quick Google search and you could find some of the top ones. But today we're using SiteGround. If you're interested in using SiteGround, I will leave a link down below. At this point of recording the video, it's not an affiliate link. I'm not affiliated with these guys, but who knows, I might be in the future. Just wanted to put that out there. When you're watching this back, it could well be an affiliate link, which means if you use it, I get a small kickback and I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so from here, in order to set up your hosting, what you want to do is click hosting, and what we're looking for is web hosting. Okay, so currently they are running a fantastic offer. Now, typically they run offers throughout the year, but what we're going to be doing is looking at these two packages. Now, depending on your circumstances, if you've just got one website that you need to host, then this startup plan is going to be absolutely fine for you. But if you do have more than one website, you want to then start looking at this grow big plan. So currently I'm on the startup, but today I'm going to be adding a new domain. So the chances are we're going to upgrade to the grow big, right? But as I said, if you are just one person hosting one website with one domain name, then this one is going to be absolutely fine for you. All right. And just looking at these packages, you get quite a bit with it. 10 gig web storage, 10,000 visits monthly. And there's not many sites out there that get more than 10,000, especially if you're a small business. Unmetered traffic, you get free SSL, backs up, you get free content delivery network, which means that your website can be delivered even faster. You get free email, e-commerce enabled. So there's quite a lot that you're getting here with this hosting. All right. And if you look at the grow big, you pretty much get the same. You just get slightly more web space, more visits, and unlimited websites. All right. So if you do host more than one website, this is going to be the plan for you. All right. So currently it's at $4.99 a month. And then once that discount trial period ends, then that's going to go up to $19.99, which I think will be after the first year or something. Okay. So let's assume that you just getting started with one domain. What you want to do is hit get plan. It's going to ask you which one you want to select. It's automatically selecting startup. You then need to choose what period that you want to host for, okay, whether it's 12 months, 24 months, or 36 months. All right. And this does bill up front. All right. So if you commit to 12 months, you get it for $2.99 and it's only £35 or $35.88, excluding that a year. If I come down here, you can see that it's going to bill me £43. I already have an account. All the information is already pre-filled in, but what you're going to have to do is just fill that information in and hit pay. Okay. That is going to sort your hosting out. So I'm just going to log in and I'm going to show you, if you had an account already, what that might look like if you wanted to upgrade your account and add a new domain. Okay, so I'm logged in at the moment and you can see that here I have my hosting plans. I have the startup plan, but I want to change that. I don't want to add a plan. I want to manage this one. Okay, and I want to click upgrade. All right, so this is really cool. It gives me a couple of options as to what I want to upgrade to. And you can see that it's only going to charge me an extra £2 a month in order to upgrade to grow big. So I'm going to select that plan now. Okay, I've got 10 months left, billed at £2 a month. So it's going to bill me £20. So £24 including the VAT. What I'm going to do is just hit pay. Okay, cool. Let's hit set up site. Cool. So now we've got a few options here. You now have your hosting purchased. You now need to figure out what you're doing with your domain. So are you going to be registering a new domain? Does your domain exist somewhere else? Or if you haven't yet decided what you're going to do, you can set up a temporary domain. So if you wanted to build your website, but you don't have a domain name figured out, what this is going to do is going to provide you with a completely randomly generated URL that you can use to build your website and visit in the browser to see how it's looking. But it's not going to be hosted live anywhere. It's not going to be on a professional domain or anything like that. Okay, so if you wanted to register a whole new domain, you just hit select. You come down, and what you would want to do, let me just move that out of the way, is you would want to put your domain name in that you want to register. So let's just put yournewbusiness.com. What we're going to do is hit search. Cool, and it's going to give you some options here. So it will tell you which ones are available. So we've got .net, .biz, .info, .nl. .com is not available. So that one's taken. So it's going to give us related domains. Alternatively, we could come in here and change it to .co.uk if we wanted to see whether that one was available. So that is not available either. Okay, so this is literally just for demo purposes, guys. So what you would do is you put your ideal URL that you want to purchase, your ideal domain name, and you choose it from the list, and you would just click add. Now I'm not going to do that because I already have an existing domain which I need to transfer over. All right, so this is going to be for the agency Alchemist. So I'm just going to hit back here. Under websites, what we're going to do is we're going to hit add new website, and that's going to bring us back to this point here. So remember, we selected new domain. So I want to select existing domain. So if I already have a domain and want to point it to SiteGround now, I'm going to hit select. Cool, so let's put our domain name in here. We have an option to either start a new website. So you would typically click that if you just wanted to start from scratch. But what we're doing today is we are actually migrating a website because our website already exists. Or you can just skip and create an empty site. Right, so for now, I'm just going to click skip and create an empty site. Do you want to add S site scanner? Okay, I do not want to add that in this instance. I'm just going to click finish. All right, and it's going to create your site for you. All right, sweet. That's it. That is our website done. All right. So in order to point our domain to this site, what we want to do is change our name service within our domain name. So actually the domain name in question is in a completely separate host. It is in 123reg. So for the purpose of this video, let's just go through that now. So I'm going to log into 123reg. Okay. So 123reg is where I actually purchase all of my domain names. Now, if you're setting up your hosting, you can just do all of this within SiteGround. But if you do have your domain name somewhere else, I'm just going to show you the process of locating that domain name and repointing it to the correct environment. So what we want to do is select name server or select our domain, hit manage. Okay, and from here, what we want to do is click change name service. So under the DNS settings, we want to change away from what's here already. So what we do is copy this and we paste it in there. We would then copy the second one, we'd paste it in there, and then you would just delete these two. Okay, and then you would hit update. Once you hit update, it will take around 72 hours to then switch over to the correct hosting environment. So there you have it, guys. Hopefully you now understand how you can actually go about and set up your own custom hosting for your WordPress environment. Okay, I've had a lot of questions recently about how you go about doing this. A lot of people are stuck on Wix or Squarespace and are looking to move away and use WordPress because it offers a lot more flexibility. Now, again, if you're not very tech savvy, then you are going to be stuck. So hopefully you now have a much better idea of how easy it actually is to just set up your own custom hosting, have your own domain name, and get started with WordPress. Now, if you haven't done so already, please let me know down in the comments how you got on with this video. If you've got any other video ideas that you want me to look at or any questions that you want me to answer, please do let me know down in the comments. There is an end screen coming up with more valuable content, so make sure you check that out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.